Reflection. Ladies and gentlemen, life doesn't care if you're ready or not. Life hits, life shakes, life challenges. And in those moments when the world seems too heavy to carry, reflection, that's when you discover what you're truly made of. Strength is not about muscle. Strength is not about what you can lift. Strength is about what you can endure. Reflection. Strength is about how you rise again and again when everything around you wants to see you fall. It doesn't matter what has happened to you. Reflection. It doesn't matter how many times you've been knocked down. What matters is that fire inside you, that refusal to quit, that decision to stand tall, even when your knees are weak. Reflection. And I'm going to give you 8 ways, 8 truths that will help you stay strong in any situation, because strength is a choice. Reflection. Every single day, you cannot begin to stay strong if you are not willing to face reality. The first step toward true strength is seeing things as they really are, without excuses. Reflection. Without sugarcoating, without pretending that the world owes you something. Life doesn't pause, life doesn't wait, and life certainly doesn't care about your comfort. Reflection. If you refuse to own your reality, you will live in a shadow of weakness, blaming circumstances, blaming others, blaming fate, instead of standing tall and taking charge of your own life. Reflection. Owning your reality doesn't mean accepting defeat. It means acknowledging the challenge, understanding the stakes, and recognizing the power you have in how you respond. Reflection. It's about looking yourself in the mirror and saying, this is where I am. This is my truth. Now, what am I going to do? That moment of brutal honesty is where strength is born. Reflection. Because once you own your situation, once you fully embrace it, you gain clarity. You see what you can change, what you cannot change, and where your energy must go. Reflection. You stop wasting time on complaints, on resentment, on denial. You stop giving your power away. Owning your reality gives you control over your choices, your actions, and your mindset. Reflection. And strength, real strength, comes from taking responsibility, from standing up and saying, I may not like this, I may not have asked for this, but I will handle this, I will face this. Reflection. And I will rise through this. Every challenge you face, every hardship that knocks at your door becomes an opportunity to practice ownership, to practice courage, to practice resilience. Reflection. And when you embrace your reality, not as a victim, but as a warrior, you stop being at the mercy of life and start becoming the master of your own destiny. Life will throw chaos at you. Reflection. And it will do so without warning or mercy. People will disappoint you, situations will collapse around you, and the unexpected will come crashing in like waves you cannot stop. Reflection. But here is the truth: you cannot control the storm, but you can control how you sail through it. Focus on what is within your grasp. Your attitude, your decisions, your actions, reflection, your effort, and let go of what is not. Too many people spend their lives consumed by things they cannot change, by the mistakes of others, by circumstances beyond their control. Reflection. And in that wasted energy, they weaken themselves. Strength grows when you narrow your vision to what is yours to command, when you concentrate on the steps you can take, the work you can do, reflection, the resilience you can muster. It is in this focus, in this deliberate control, that power is found. You may not be able to stop the world from shaking, but you can stand firm, rooted. Reflection. And unyielding. You may not be able to change the people around you, but you can shape your responses, your actions, and the way you move forward. When you master this, fear loses its grip, reflection, frustration fades, and clarity emerges. The moment you stop fighting what you cannot change and start channeling every ounce of energy into what you can, that is the moment you become unbreakable. Reflection, unstoppable, and truly strong. Strength is not about giant leaps or miraculous victories. Strength is built in the small steps, the quiet persistence. Reflection. The relentless forward motion when everything inside you wants to stop. Life will try to paralyze you with fear, with doubt, with exhaustion. And in those moments, reflection. The only thing that keeps you alive, the only thing that keeps you moving is momentum. Even when the progress seems invisible, even when the world doesn't notice. Reflection. Even when your own body and mind are screaming for rest, you take one step and then another and then another. You keep moving. Small victories compound into great triumphs. Reflection. Small efforts accumulate into unstoppable strength. The people who survive, who thrive, who rise above any challenge, reflection, are not the ones who waited for the perfect moment. They are the ones who refuse to quit, who refuse to let inaction define them. Life will knock you down again and again. Reflection. But every time you stand, no matter how slow, no matter how painful, you build resilience. Every small step taken in defiance of despair becomes a brick in the foundation of your strength. Reflection. You may feel weak, you may feel exhausted, but movement, consistent, deliberate, unrelenting movement is the essence of staying strong. Do not underestimate the power of persistence. Reflection, keep your feet moving, your head high, your heart committed, and no storm, no challenge. Reflection, no person will be able to stop the force that you become when you refuse to stand still. Pain is not your enemy. It is the forge in which your character is built. Every hardship, every loss, reflection, every wound carries a lesson, a hidden gift. If only you are willing to look beyond the hurt. The world will test you, and in those moments of suffering, you have a choice to shrink, to run, reflection, to give in, or to face it, to embrace it, to let it shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Pain teaches patience, it teaches humility, it teaches endurance, reflection. It strips away illusions and forces you to confront who you really are. Those who seek to avoid pain at all costs, who flee from discomfort, never fully discover the depth of their strength, reflection. But those who stare it in the face, who endure the fire and let it refine them, emerge with a power that cannot be shaken. Every scar you carry is a story of survival, reflection. Every battle wound a testament to your courage, and every struggle overcome a proof that you are unbreakable. Pain reminds you of your limits, reflection only to show you that limits are meant to be challenged, stretched, and eventually surpassed. Do not waste your suffering in bitterness or resentment. Channel it. Learn from it. Reflection, transform it into fuel for your purpose. The stronger you allow yourself to become through pain, the more unshakable you are in the storms of life. Reflection. When you embrace pain as a teacher rather than a punishment, you step into a realm of strength that most people never even know exists. Inside you, there is a strength that has always been there. Reflection. Waiting for you to recognize it. Too often we look outward for power, for validation, for courage, when everything we truly need has been inside us all along. Reflection, believing in yourself is not arrogance. It is survival. It is the foundation upon which all resilience is built. Doubt will whisper, fear will try to paralyze you, reflection, and the world will challenge your confidence at every turn. But when you tap into that inner reservoir, that unshakable core of belief, nothing outside can control you. You have survived storms, reflection, endured struggles, faced trials that seemed impossible, and yet here you are. That is proof of your strength. Trust it, feed it, speak to it, nurture it every single day. Tell yourself, reflection, I am capable, I am strong, I will rise, because strength begins in the mind. When you truly believe in your own power, the obstacles around you shrink, the critics fade into silence, reflection, and the path forward becomes clear. No one can give you this belief, and no one can take it away. It is yours, and it is the most potent weapon you will ever carry. Reflection. When you harness your inner strength, you stop being a victim of circumstance, and you become the author of your own destiny. The fire inside you is more powerful than anything outside of you. Reflection. And when you fully embrace it, you stand unshakable, unstoppable, and unbreakable. You cannot walk the path of strength alone. The people around you, the company you keep, reflection, have a profound impact on your ability to rise, endure, and thrive. Surround yourself with those who lift you, who challenge you to be better, who inspire courage and resilience. Reflection strength is contagious. When you are with people who embody determination, integrity, and purpose, it seeps into your very being. Conversely, those who are negative, toxic, reflection, or draining will sap your energy, cloud your mind, and weaken your resolve. Choose wisely who you let into your inner circle. Seek out mentors who have faced storms and survived. Reflection. Friends who believe in your potential even when you doubt yourself. Allies who will push you forward rather than hold you back. Strength grows in community, in connection, reflection, in the exchange of wisdom and encouragement. When life hits hard, the support of strong, like-minded individuals becomes a lifeline, a reminder that you are not alone in your struggle. Reflection. But this is more than just seeking comfort. It is about building an environment that demands the best from you and reflects the best of who you are capable of becoming. Reflection. Your surroundings can either be a cage that limits your growth or a force multiplier that amplifies your strength. Choose the latter. Immerse yourself in people who inspire greatness, reflection, who challenge your fears, who believe in your potential, and you will find that your own strength multiplies beyond measure. In this world, reflection. The right company can be the difference between standing tall and falling. Reflection. Between thriving and merely surviving. True strength is not always found in moments of inspiration or when the world applauds you. It is forged in discipline. Reflection. In showing up when you do not feel like it, in doing what must be done even when every fiber of your being screams to quit. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Reflection. Between weakness and strength. It is the quiet, consistent commitment to your goals, to your values, to your purpose, even when no one is watching. Your emotions will fluctuate. Reflection. Your motivation will waver, and life will test your resolve. But discipline keeps you grounded, keeps you moving, keeps you building momentum. Reflection. The people who rise above their circumstances are not necessarily the most talented, not necessarily the luckiest. They are the ones who have mastered the art of consistency, reflection, the ones who persist when it's hard, who do the work when it's uncomfortable, who honor their commitments to themselves above all else. Discipline is the daily act of courage, reflection, the repeated choice to prioritize growth over comfort, effort over ease, purpose over convenience. Every time you choose discipline over indulgence, action over hesitation, reflection, persistence over surrender, you fortify your mind, body, and spirit. You become resilient not because life is easy, but because you have trained yourself to endure, to persevere, reflection, and to thrive in spite of difficulty. Strength is not a fleeting emotion. It is a habit, a practice, a relentless pursuit that defines who you are when the world tries to break you. Reflection, the more disciplined you become, the less the storms of life can sway you, and the more unshakable you grow. Reflection, standing firm on the foundation of your unwavering commitment to yourself. Hope is the anchor that keeps you steady when life's storms rage around you. It is the quiet reflection, unyielding belief that no matter how dark it gets, no matter how impossible the situation seems, there is a tomorrow worth fighting for. Reflection, strength without hope is empty. It is a body without a soul, a fire without fuel. The moment you lose hope, the world becomes heavier, every challenge grows larger. Reflection, and every obstacle feels insurmountable. But when you cling to hope, when you nurture it and refuse to let it die, you find courage you never knew existed, resilience that surprises even yourself, reflection, and a determination that no setback can shake. Hope is not naive or passive. It is active. It is deliberate. It is a choice you make every single day to believe that you are capable of overcoming reflection, of rising above, of thriving despite the odds. It allows you to keep moving when your strength falters, to keep fighting when your spirit trembles, reflection, and to keep believing when everything around you seems to crumble. When you maintain hope, you maintain vision. You see opportunities where others see dead ends, reflection, solutions where others see problems, light where others see darkness. Hope fuels action, perseverance, and resilience. It is the lifeline that carries you through despair and positions you to rise stronger, wiser, and more unshakable than ever before. Never let go of hope, for as long as it burns within you, reflection, there is nothing in this world that can defeat the force of your strength. So now you know the truth. Your strength is not something you are born with. It is something you build, something you choose, reflection, something you live every single day. It begins with owning your reality, facing it head on without excuses. Reflection. It grows when you focus on what you can control and take one determined step after another, no matter how small. It is forged in the fire of pain, shaped by discipline, reflection, nurtured by belief in yourself, and strengthened by the people who surround you. And above all, it is anchored in hope, the unshakable faith that no matter how hard life hits, reflection, you have the power to rise again and again. Life will test you. Life will challenge you. Life will push you to your limits and try to break you. But here's what I want you to remember, reflection. There is a force inside you that is greater than any obstacle, any storm, any doubt. That force is your courage, your resilience, your relentless refusal to quit. Stand tall, keep moving, reflection, face the pain, believe in yourself, surround yourself with strength, stay disciplined, and never, ever let go of hope, reflection. When you do this, when you live this, you will discover something extraordinary. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can ever take your power away. You will become unbreakable, reflection. You will become unstoppable, and you will rise to meet every challenge with a strength that the world cannot shake. This is who you are. This is what you were made for. Stand strong, reflection, and let nothing, no one ever tell you otherwise.